Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in MLS Next Pro. It is a very busy time for everything in MLS Next Pro. We'll get you through the last 7 days to get you ready for the next 7 days in MLS Next Pro. So before we get to the action this week, we'll get to the action from last week. So start you off with what happened in the midweek on Wednesday the 28th. NYCFC 2, 5-2 winners over OCB. Carolina Core beating a 10-man Atlanta United 4-1 at Truist Point. Austin FC 2-1 winners over the Loons 2. Then Friday, LAFC 2 beat Tacoma Defiance, or lost to Tacoma Defiance at Titan Stadium at Cal State Fullerton 2-1. So Tacoma the 2-1 winner there. Saturday, 3 matches. Loons 2, Real Monarchs tied at 2. Loons won it in PKs 4-3. New England 1-1 winners over Chicago, or 1-1 winners over Chicago by beating them in PKs 4-2 at Gillette. And then Sporting Kansas City 2 beat Whitecaps 2 4-0 at Swangard. That's a big loss for Whitecaps. We'll get into the standings in just a bit. Sunday, September 1st, Crown Legacy shuts out Messi and Friends 2 4-0. Big win for Crown Legacy over Inter Miami 2. Portland Timbers and the Town. The Town wins it 2-1. Columbus beats NYCFC 2 in penalties 4-2 after tying at 2. Crazy match, which gets us to our first highlights of the week. In the activity in the the MLS Next Pro, Atlanta United 2, Chattanooga FC. Trust me, there's a lot of highlights, and it's worth it here from our activity in the SDH network.
Flag goes up as Chattanooga had won the ball back and played it long. Urami was unable to get back on side in time. 10 goals this season for Mehdi Urami. Got some experience playing in Croatia, originally from France. Okello, big switch for Atlanta. Picks out Aiden Torres on the run. It's off his shoulder, playing forward. Torres into the corner. Has some help, uses Gallardo there. Gallardo, corner of the 18. Thought about cutting inside. It wasn't on. He has Armas in support. Firmino back to Armas. Armas scoops this through to the back post. Over hit. Netteri can't get on the end of that. Goal kick. Great atmosphere here in Chattanooga, as always, at Finley Stadium. It's been a hard run as of late for Chattanooga FC as they play off of the goal kick across to the left of Villafara. 0-2-2 in the month of August. Villafara's long diagonal comes up short. Chonqui heads it forward to Carlton. Carlton, corner of the 18. Thought about cutting it inside. It wasn't able to happen. Chonqui knocked away from him, but out for a goal kick. Last touch came back off of the 16-year-old left back from Atlanta United's academy. This is a young group for Atlanta United 2 tonight. Chonqui at 16 years old at left back. Aiden Torres, 16 years old at right back. Netteri under the age of 20. Hibbert just at 20. Turned over. Here comes Armas into the 18. Scooped across to Carlton. Goal! 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 Alan Carlton for Atlanta United 2. And Atlanta on the road takes the 1-0 lead after the Chattanooga turnover. CFC trying to play out of the back. Javier Armas stayed focused, stepped into the passing lane, won it back for Atlanta. And he didn't go for the shot inside the 18. He squared it across to the left, and Alan Carlton with the inside of his right foot found the back of the net. And Atlanta United 2 on the road in the 13th minute leads 1-0.
So Javi Armas off the interception finds Alan Carlton off to his left. Alan Carlton puts it in the back of the net, his third of the season, and that made it 1-0 for Atlanta United 2. Another turnover in the 14th minute almost created another opportunity for Atlanta United 2 involving Rodrigo Nery, who was inside the 18, but the defense was there for Chattanooga FC to squash that particular attempt to try and make it 2-0. Then it would be a couple of yellow cards in the 23rd and 24th minute. It would be the start of a lot of yellow cards on the night, no real surprise. It would end up with Kwok with a yellow on Alan Carlton, who drew the yellow card from Kwok in the 23rd. Then Caden Moore draws a yellow card in the 24th, and that would be 1 yellow card apiece. Evening things up in the 27th, Chattanooga FC would do so off a deflection. All 3 goals in the match for Chattanooga FC, by the way, coming off of deflections at some point in the process. Off of a deflection, it would be Garvanyan, his 3rd of the season, making it 1-1 in the 27th. Noble Akella would end up with a yellow card with a challenge on Alex McGrath in the 30th. Then Felipe Sarsar would get a yellow in the 33rd to once again even things up. Callum Watson would end up with one in the 40th minute as Wamry would go down in the 18, no call. Then you'd have a bit of a coming together with Atlanta United 2 players and Chattanooga FC players, and it would end up with 3 yellows in the first 45 minutes for Chattanooga FC and 2 for Atlanta United 2. At 45-20, it would be CFC getting the lead off of a deflection from Alan Carlton. Gray to Wamry, his 11th of the season, and that would get us to halftime at 2-1 for Chattanooga FC. Then let's get to the second half highlights. A couple of goals on the board for Atlanta United 2, and it would start early on in the second half with a moment inside the 18.
Atlanta trailing 2-1. Gajardo heads it into the middle. Okello knocks it down for Armas. Armas driving forward. Armas riding off an arm tackle from McGrath. Out wide to the right to Firmino. Nick Firmino's cross deflected by McGrath. Out for a penalty. A penalty. It comes off the arm of McGrath. Penalty Atlanta United 2 straight away in the second half. McGrath blocked the cross from Firmino. It looked like the arm was extended. We're a little screened from how far the arm was out. Chattanooga players running over to yell at the AR. Referee William Hale is trying to get everyone to walk away. McGrath continued the yelling, still yelling. Now the goalkeeper, Jean-Antoine, also yelling at the AR. Players still yelling at the AR. Cards are going to have to get shown here in a second, but it's going to be a penalty for Atlanta United 2. Firmino's cross. McGrath handles it. Penalty Atlanta. Yellow card shown now, and I think it was Urami who got it. Yes. Penalty, and Javier Armas will step up to take it. Prepolita was given the yellow card, not Urami, so it's Prepolita who goes into the book. 2 of Chattanooga's 3 center backs on yellows. Atlanta substituted 1 on a yellow, Caden Moore. So Javier Armas will step up to the spot. He's been walking around in a circle with the ball in his hands, managing the icing attempt here from Chattanooga. Jean-Antoine going back and forth across on the goal line, slapping the crossbar. Armas about 5 steps behind the ball. Javi, couple steps to the left. Armas, goal! 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 Atlanta United 2, level again, 2-2 in the 48th minute.
Then Javi Armas from 23 trying to give Atlanta United 2 the lead. Jean-Antoine would get the save there. Then Gajardo would hit the crossbar, back-to-back corners, and it would end up being Gajardo kind of having it dribble across the crossbar from the far side to the near, then a save on Ronald Hernandez. Wamry would get a goal on the board in the 63rd off of a deflection. Watson, Wamry, and Gray would combine initially. Gray with the deflection, Wamry with the goal to make it 3-2, his 12th of the season, and that would be where we are after 63 minutes. Wamry would end up getting a yellow card a minute later. Then it would be chances for Atlanta United 2. Nick Firmino would go wide to the far post with 23 minutes to go. Tamimi for Neri would be a substitution in the 68th minute. Keep an eye on that one. That would come up big later. Alan Carlton would be fouled with 20 to go. No second yellow for Sarsar there. Javi Armas would send the free kick, though, over the bar. It would end up with an attendance of 35-54. Atlanta United 2 would have 2 corners back-to-back. Noble Akella would have a header over the bar as Atlanta United 2 would try and chase after an equalizer. Ronald Hernandez with a cross would create another corner for Atlanta United 2. But then in the 87th, Ashton Gordon and Alan Carlton come up big.
Atlanta setting up shop here. Can they make something of it? Carlton slips a pass through to Gordon. Gordon with the left foot. Gordon with the goal. Goal! 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 His first professional goal. Ashton Gordon in the 87th minute. What a goal from Ashton Gordon! The 16-year-old Jamaican youth international stayed in the whole sequence, looped through the middle, and a great ball through to him. Gordon puts it home. 3-3.
All the pressure now for Atlanta United 2 at 3-3. In the 89th, Matias Gajardo would create a save opportunity for Jean-Antoine. Then it would be, once again, Ashton Gordon having the ball crawl over the crossbar. Then Ronald Hernandez would end up the third shot in that sequence going high. North of 90 minutes, Nick Firmino once again would go and create a save opportunity for Jean-Antoine. Gray would get a yellow card in the 93rd. Then you'd have the coming together that created all kinds of chaos that would eventually work things out to 11-9 for Atlanta United 2. And wasting no time off of 11-9, here's how the match ended with the scoreboard.
Told you there'd be fireworks. We've got that. And we're into the 99th minute, and I don't know how long we're playing. It's 3-3. Not ready to go just yet. Making sure that everything is squared away. Now we are ready to roll. Maybe 2 minutes, I don't know. Armas is going to carry it forward. Chattanooga holding on for dear life with 9. Hernandez up the right side. Puts in the cross over the head of Carlton. It falls to him anyway. Right-footed shot. Goal, goal, goal! Atlanta United 2, and they take the 4-3 lead right off of the free kick. Karim Tamimi slams it home, and Atlanta leads 4-3. What in the world is this match?
Orlando over Huntsville 2-1 at Osceola Heritage Park, which gets us to our second match of the week. Carolina Core, they really hit their stride, taking on Red Bulls at Truist Point. Here's your highlights once again, courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro and Apple TV.
Roy Lassiter makes that swap at left wing back. It's Carlos Mario Diaz who replaces Kiki Gregoire, who left last week early. Is Curtis Ofori re-entering the side at left back. Keep your eye on Aiden O'Connor, the captain who scored his first career goal last week. Can Red Bulls 2 rectify their recent rut, or will Carolina Core continue its rapid surge towards the playoff line? A 15-goal score from a season ago. Progressive ball already. Ross burrows through, and it is right into the gloves of Sutton. Rutkowski just 17 years old. Here's the ball through towards Mosquera. Flag is down. It's still loose and tapped in. Julian Hall striking for Red Bulls. And the visitors off to a flyer. 1-0 on the counter. They're classic. Serwada. A drive forward. What a hit that is. Curtis Ofori has stunned Carolina Core. 2-0 Red Bulls. The left deleted by Curtis Ofori. And as things stand, both teams vacating the pitch. Well, a frustrating occurrence on a night already affected by storms. And there is the halftime whistle. What a first half it was from High Point. Pre-delay dominated by Red Bulls 2. For Red Bulls, it'd be a huge result. It would snap a stretch of 3 matches without a win. Significant stakes in the remaining 45 minutes. Back underway, they were in a prime position to defeat Atlanta United up 3-2. Blew it and lost. Low cross, Canetti back post! A lifeline for Carolina Core! Jacob Evans providing it. Well, that is the dream start the doctor ordered for the hosts. And it's the stood up. It falls for Evans. Carlos Mario Diaz crosses towards Canetti, flicked along. Polanco the beneficiary. Carolina Core level. Long ball forward. It falls to Canetti. Has room, uncorks. Right into the gloves of Rutkowski. Rapidly approaching the final 20 minutes of regular time here from Truist Point. Hall is free! What a stop from Sutton! Plug and play. Outswinger from Evans. It stood up before it can reach the back post. And then there's a point to the spot, it seems. And complete the 3-goal turnaround. Canetti against Rutkowski. Canetti converts! Carolina Core has flipped the script. The new signing who has yet to feature. Dembele threw on goal! Right at Sutton, who had it read to perfection. Joshua Rodriguez. Cuevas. Is there one final blow here? Cuevas crossing. Back post! There is a final blow! It's a third consecutive brace for Canetti. Carolina Core has put Red Bulls to the sword tonight. Cuevas, a perfectly weighted cross to the back post. Canetti. There is the full-time whistle. Carolina Core erasing a multi-goal deficit with a 4-goal second-half onslaught.
Toronto FC 2 shuts out FC Cincinnati 2-0 to bring them back to the pack. North Texas SC beat Colorado Rapids 2-2 after winning 5-4 in penalties at Choctaw. That gets us ready for this week, and it is a matchup involving NYCFC 2 and Atlanta United 2. Back on Monday, by the way. City, all caps, St. Louis City SC beat Austin 3-2. And so it was a long trip back home for Los Verdos. 5 o'clock Friday afternoon, MLSNextPro.com. NYCFC 2 gets to trot out and show off renovated Icon Stadium for everybody, and Atlanta United 2 will be the first opponent. 5 o'clock on the SDH Network and at MLSNextPro.com. Big day on Sunday. They want to have Saturday be the day for Major League Soccer and for college football and such. Sunday, noon Eastern, Chicago Fire 2 hosting FC Cincinnati 2 at SeatGeek, 3 o'clock. Season Pass, Chattanooga FC hosting Crew 2 at Findlay. Crown Legacy hosting OCB at Matthews. MLSNextPro.com, 3 o'clock. Loons 2 hosting Austin FC 2. 4 o'clock, Titan Stadium. LAFC 2 hosting Sporting Kansas City 2 on Next Pro. Season Pass has Rapids 2 and St. Louis City SC 2. MLSNextPro.com, 7 o'clock. Dynamo Dos in Ventura County at SaberCats. Season Pass has Huntsville City Football Club and Inter Miami at 7 o'clock on Season Pass. New England hosting Toronto on NextPro.com from Gillette at 7 o'clock. Whitecaps FC 2 over North Texas. They're playing at 7 o'clock. North Texas visiting Whitecaps 2 at Swangard on NextPro.com. 10 o'clock, Real Monarchs at Rio Tinto playing the town on NextPro.com. And Tacoma and Timbers 2, you have Cascadia, MLS Next Pro style, NextPro.com from Starfire, and that gets you through the weekend. There will be a test on that later on. Wednesday, 3 matches in the midweek before we circle back through. NYCFC 2 and Toronto FC 2 from Icon Stadium on Wednesday on NextPro.com. Core hosting Philadelphia Union 2 at Truist Point, 6:30 on Season Pass. 10 o'clock, Ventura County hosting North Texas SC on Season Pass. So that sets up where we are in these standings. Once again, taking it with the conferences, and here's how we'll go. Eastern Conference, FC Cincinnati 2, 43 points. Union 2 at 43 points, 1 less win. Crew 2 at 42. NYCFC 2 at 40. They are at 10 wins, and they have a better goal difference than Crown Legacy. Orlando City B at 37 points. Better goal difference than Chicago Fire 2. Same record, same number of wins. And Orlando City B has played one more match. Inter Miami CF2, they are at 36 points, and they have 10 wins on the season. They are in 8th. Chattanooga FC at 35 points. They're in 9th. Here's where the fun starts outside the playoffs. Core's at 34 points in 23 matches. Red Bulls are at 33 points in 24 matches. Atlanta United 2 goes to NYCFC 2, 29 points, 23 matches. If they close the door on this match that they have in hand with 5 matches to go, they would be 4 points out of a playoff spot. Toronto FC 2 at 28 points, 22 matches played. They have some work to do. Huntsville City Football Club, 23 points, 23 matches. New England eliminated with 19 points, 23 matches played, a record of 4-15-4-3. Western Conference, North Texas is in at 48 points. St. Louis City SC2 has 46. Ventura County has 40. Tacoma Defiance at 39 and has one more win than LAFC2. The Town has 9 wins, so they're in 6th. Whitecaps 2 at 36 points. Then there's a gap to Dynamo Dos at 32, 2 more wins than Timbers 2. Timbers 2 are in 9th. Sporting Kansas City 2, 31 points, more wins than Los Verdos. 12th is Real Monarchs, 23 matches played, 5 to go. They've got 26 points. And Rapids 2 are at 23 points, 23 matches. Loons 2, 21 points, 23 matches. So that's where we are as everyone is chasing the playoffs in MLS Next Pro. Getting ready for all the other news of the week. Once again, you have playoff clinching scenarios that we have to look at here. For the Eastern Conference, FC Cincinnati 2, if they win, and Chattanooga FC, fewer points. Orlando City B, there's math. Basically, Cincinnati wins, they get a little bit of help, they should be in. Hunt City is eliminated if Huntsville City only has fewer points or a shootout win in the combination of activity with Chattanooga FC and Chicago Fire 2. Western Conference, Minnesota United FC2 eliminated with a loss, and then if it's not a straight-up loss, then you've got math involved with another couple of scenarios there. Rapids 2 eliminated. Basically, if they lose and a couple of other things happen, then the Rapids would be eliminated from postseason play as well. So everybody keep an eye on all of those. The monthly awards for August involving Pro Team of the Month, Carolina Core for catching fire, understandably so. Next Pro Player of the Month, Facundo Canete, part of Carolina Core's rush up the standings in the Eastern Conference. Also on the board, Next Pro Coach of the Month, Roy Lassiter, Carolina Core. No real surprise considering what's been going on. And the Pro Goalkeeper of the Month, it's a tie. Stas Lopkis from Crew 2 and Alex Sutton from Core. So it's shared with those two with their activity up the Eastern Conference, trying to solidify places and climb into the standings. So that's the monthly awards for August. Match Week 25 honors for MLS Next Pro. It is a Pro Team of the Week, Carolina Core. No real surprise. Once again, with everything that they've accomplished recently, they should be. Facundo Canete, Pro Player Match of the Week for Match Week 25. Once again, with everything that they've had to go through. Pro Rising Star of Match Week 25, William McKay, Real Monarchs, the 18-year-old keeper, had one of the top performances, 11 saves in the win against Loons, too. So, Rising Star of the Match Week, William McKay from Real Monarchs, and that lines you up with everything out of Match Week 25. MLS Next Pro Goal of Match Week 25 goes to Diego Abarca from Los Verdos. And the power rankings for Match Week 25, we'll get into that. It is from 10 to 1. Tacoma, Crown Legacy, Ventura County, LAFC 2, Union 2, NYCFC 2, FC Cincinnati 2, Crew 2, North Texas, and St. Louis City 2. Once again, remember, that's just power rankings brought to us by our friends at MLS Next Pro and MLSNextPro.com. So we will make the run, see if there are any juice boxes for any of the activity in MLS Next Pro as we go. We have, well, let's see if they're accurate juice boxes as we try to click on it and see what we've got. And the one matchup that does have juice boxes is the Friday matchup. NYCFC 2, a minus 172, hosting Atlanta United 2. Atlanta United 2, a plus 329, and your draw is a plus 343. That's all the information that we've got, lining up everything with MLS Next Pro. If you are in market and can follow along and go catch a game, please do, because you get to see how MLS Next Pro is turning into another outlet for all of the competition that is there in soccer here in the U.S. that is tied to Major League Soccer in and of itself. If you cannot make it, then follow along on local providers and social media platforms, and then be a part of it there as well. And don't forget, you can also go to MLSNextPro.com and have your subscription to Apple TV and watch all of the matches all season long, one way or the other. If you are in Atlanta, Atlanta United 2 is on the SDH network, and maybe there's a way to sync up activity for Atlanta United 2 and your favorite club. Unless, of course, it is Atlanta United 2, then you find a way to sync it up, hopefully, that way. Out of market, follow along on your social media providers, and you can follow along when it comes to all the activity on Apple TV, MLSNextPro.com, social media. Don't forget the 200 Indie Character app, Instagram, Facebook, all those ways to keep in touch with your favorite clubs. And also here at SDH every single week, where we let you know what's going on here in MLS Next Pro. So for everyone here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for dropping by and being a part of things here when it comes to MLS Next Pro. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the game.